What's up, guys? Welcome to the nutritional seminar. My name is Justin. I will be hosting it today. So here, I'm gonna get right into it. All right, so first things first, we should have already set your MyFitnessPal, okay? Number should be 50% protein, 20% carbs, 30% fats, and you find that in the goals setting on your MyFitnessPal, okay? And then you're gonna click on the calorie, fat, carb, protein macros, and then it'll have a percentage, and that's what you put there, okay? All right, so nutrition is very, very simple. You don't need to overcomplicate it, okay? Keep it simple. First hour of waking, you do breakfast. Protein, carbs, veggies, okay? That's how you want to structure it. If you can't eat a solid meal in the morning, which a lot of people can't, you can switch out your snack for your breakfast, but you still have to have your breakfast 3 hours later in place of your snack. You can't just do a snack and a snack. It has to have a meal there, okay? So breakfast, first hour waking up, protein, carbs, veggies. 3 or 4 hours later, you have a snack, okay? It has to be a protein source. 20 to 30 grams minimum per snack, okay? Mandatory. It's easier to do a protein shake, which most people do, so you can do that as well. But if you're not one that likes protein shakes, you can do like 4 pieces of string cheese, a cup of Greek yogurt, something like that, okay? On the food plan that we gave you, there's a bunch of options for protein, and you can just take a look at that and pick your choice. 3 to 4 hours later after your snack, you're gonna have lunch, okay? Protein, carb, veggies again, okay? Make sure you eat the whole meal. If whatever you can't eat, because some people in the beginning can't eat a lot of food, whatever you don't eat, you bring it to your snack, you finish it on your snack, and then you add your snack on top of that. Like I said, that's why protein shakes are more convenient, because they're easier to eat or drink, so say. After you're done with your snack number 2, dinner, 3 to 4 hours later. Okay, protein and veggies only, no carbs. After lunch, we cut them out. Okay, so no carbs at dinner, just protein and vegetables. And then snack number 3 is only necessary if you're still awake 2 hours after your dinner. Okay, if you go to sleep right after dinner, do not need it. But if you are still awake, I need you to have another snack. There is no cutoff time with food. Only restriction is carbs after lunch, okay? So do not cut yourself from food. If you stop eating at 7 o'clock and don't wake up until 8, you didn't eat for 12 hours. So what happens is you ate through a little bit of muscle through that whole time, okay? So that's why it's really important to make sure you're eating all the way up until you go to bed. You never want to eat below 1,000 calories, okay? So in the first few weeks, I know it's really hard to eat all that food, so try to at least get above 1,000. Don't focus so much on the macro content. The first week, all I care about is eating every 3 to 4 hours and eating above 1,000. Week number 2, week number 3 is when we start dialing it all down, and we will make sure it's nice and polished. But for now, eat above 1,000 and eat every 3 to 4 hours for the first week. Second week is when you start to portion things, okay? All right, so people are like, well, it's a lot of food. Why do we eat that much food? We're trying to get your insulin under control. So insulin is a storage hormone, okay? It stores sugar. So it either stores it in fat or it stores it in muscle. Okay, those are the only 2 spots you can store sugar. If you're only eating 1, 2, 3 times a day, which most Americans do, it's called the standard American diet, okay, SAD diet. What happens is you eat your breakfast, right? You don't eat again for 4 to 8 hours, so say, okay? So your blood sugar dropped, okay? That's why you get that weak feeling. And then you eat again, and your blood sugar spikes. That's why you get that shaky feeling after you're done eating, okay? Your insulin will spike with it. Because your blood sugar is so high, it needs to shuttle all that sugar out of your blood, and muscles can only take in sugar slowly at a time. Fat cells can accept it in full amounts all day long. So it'll store all of that in fat. A little bit might be stored in muscle, but the majority of it is in fat because there's a lot of sugar, and muscles can only store sugar at a slower rate. So if you're eating 5 to 6 times a day, which is what we're asking, your blood sugar never spikes. It stays at an even number. Now insulin is being used for muscle building because, like I said, sugar can only be accepted by the muscles at a slow amount. Okay, and this is not a big number for your blood sugar, so it's a small number, so it's easier for your insulin to shuttle it there. No fat storage, you're in fat burning now and muscle building. Okay, again, keep it simple. It is not that complicated. Do not overcomplicate the nutrition because this is 90% of the results you're going to see. That means if you're eating chicken, broccoli, and rice all day long, then so be it. You will see great results, and keep it simple. And that is it. You guys have a good day.